the first ever featured board game on Table Culture, Uprise. It's an amazing game by a friend of mine, Alex Racine, also known as Games by AR. That is the publisher. And I'm really excited to talk about this game because it's a Kickstarter game. It is a local Edmonton designer and 3D printer, and it's going to be a fun review. So let's get into it. Alright, welcome to the first ever episode of Table Culture, the show where we give you recommendations of games to bring to the table. I'm going to be heading off this first episode because I really want to show you guys why this game is amazing. And to be honest, I'm doing this pretty late at night, but there's a reason for that. It's because Alex Racine has come up with this great game called Uprise, and he's kickstarting it this week, starting the launch date of the Kickstarter on March 20th. So I'm recording this late at night on the 19th, hoping to get the video up this week so that he can showcase this and get some excitement around his game because it definitely deserves it. Now, I'm going to start by telling you a little bit about the game from my personal experience because I've play tested it and I've had an opportunity to play both a co-op version as well as a competitive version. What's exciting about this game is, and I keep showing you this little piece which is part of it, but it's actually not this color and it is not this size. This is called a bureau. This is what is used to build towers in Uprise because the theme of the game, cleverly enough, is to build towers. Now you can do this in a few ways. Co-op and solo is using a certain number of bureaus as well as a certain number of what are called stache cards, which you would use to place the bureaus in different places on the top hat cards. Top hat cards will have it's a grid of 9, and you place bureaus in different places based on what stache cards you get, and that is certain iconography, so it could be like a mountain or a desert or what have you. So the goal of the game is to build these different top hat cards in sequences up and up and up until you either get to a certain height or a certain quantity of bureaus or have a certain number of stache cards used or a certain number of top hat cards, etc. There's a lot of different missions that you're trying to accomplish. But what's really fun, I found, is that when you play competitively, you can also use what are known as crisis cards to challenge your opponents and to take away their bureaus or to take away their secret agendas, which are those patterns that I talked about previously to build up your towers. And what I also really like about the game is that there's an element of dexterity, as I mentioned. So if your tower topples, you would lose some of your progress and kind of have to work to build it up higher. It's a great game for children and adults. I say for children because there's a dexterity element and there's lots of fun ways to play cooperatively, like you can try and build certain types of towers and as a family, so you don't have to play it competitively if you don't want to. But there is a strong element of strategy, as I've kind of alluded to, by using the different types of bureaus and what are called decoys to help you in place of bureaus, and using vaulting, which is a practice where you actually store your stash cards to buy different things. You can play different ways and you can try and outpace your opponents. Now let's talk about the price. I'm not going to talk about details of the price because, to be honest, that's up to Alex and his Kickstarter, but I believe that there will be a few different versions of the game, a standard edition and more of an elite edition, ranging from $40 to $50. But again, don't quote me on that. He can show you the way on that. I think, though, that if you get into the Kickstarter, there will be buy-in perks, so depending on how much you contribute to the Kickstarter. So please check out this game. Buy it because it's amazing. It's doing something with dexterity and strategy that you're not going to find in a lot of other common dexterity games. And on top of that, I'm giving it a strong recommendation because I play a lot of board games myself, and my friends who play a lot of board games have tried this out and they all recommended it as well. They think it's a lot of fun, and I'm hoping that with enough attention towards his game, Alex will get to 3D print more stuff, which I think is pretty cool. I mean, we see a lot of these minifigures being made and using molds and stuff, but 3D printing a game is a kind of economical, amazing way to make a game shine and make it interesting and do it in a DIY fashion, which, as if you watch my interview with Alex, you'll see that he's very much of the mindset of doing things yourself and making it happen. He's making dreams come true. So I don't want to go into that too much, but please check out Uprise. It's a lot of fun. And this has been Table Culture. Thanks for watching the first ever episode. If you liked the content, absolutely give it a like, give it a share, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell to make sure you get notifications on other episodes that we're launching, like Watch Culture, Sound Culture, and of course Crosstalk and the interviews. And that's all she wrote. Thanks again. Hey Google, do I sound good?
Sounds good. Great.
Oh, thanks Google. Man, it's so weird being alone and recording a video about a board game. It's okay though. I'll make this work. Work it, you gotta work it, work it, work it, work it, work it. It's clearly after 12:30 because now I'm getting weird. Okay.